Have you ever looked at your cat and thought, I give you the best food, the safest home, regular vet care, so why do you act like you don't even like me? It's a painful thought, especially when you truly love your cat. But here's something most indoor cat owners never hear clearly. Cats do not show dislike the way dogs do. They don't bark, growl loudly, or make dramatic scenes. Instead, they withdraw, they avoid. They silently communicate. And if you miss those signals, the emotional distance grows. Today we're going to talk about 7 very real signs your cat may not feel secure or bonded with you, even if you believe everything is fine. These are not myths. These are common indoor cat behaviors seen in homes across America, especially in quiet households where routines matter. And stay with me until the end, because I'll also explain how to repair the relationship if you recognize these patterns. Let's begin. The first sign is consistent avoidance when you enter the room. If your cat regularly leaves the room when you walk in, not occasionally, but habitually, that's not independence. That's discomfort. Indoor cats bond strongly with the people they feel safe around. If your presence triggers retreat, your cat may associate you with stress. Sometimes this happens because of overstimulation, loud footsteps, sudden movements, picking them up without warning, or even repeatedly interrupting their sleep. For older adults, especially in calm households, this can be confusing. You may feel you've done nothing wrong. But cats are hyper-aware of energy shifts and body language. The second sign is tail language that signals irritation rather than trust. A relaxed cat holds their tail upright or gently curved. But if your cat frequently flicks their tail sharply when you pet them, thumps it against the couch, or keeps it low and tight around their body when you approach, that's not affection. That's emotional tension. Many indoor cats tolerate petting without enjoying it, especially when touched on the belly, lower back, or base of the tail. These are sensitive zones. If your cat stiffens instead of leaning into your hand, they are communicating boundaries. Well, the third sign is sudden biting or swatting during interaction. This one surprises many loving cat parents. You're petting your cat, they seem calm, then suddenly bite. This is often called petting-induced aggression. It does not mean your cat is mean. It means you ignored subtle signals earlier. Skin twitching, ears rotating back, pupils widening. Cats dislike prolonged stimulation, especially indoor cats who are already dealing with limited territory. When boundaries are crossed repeatedly, they respond defensively. The fourth sign is excessive hiding. Every cat hides sometimes. That's normal instinct. But if your cat spends most of the day under the bed, behind furniture, or in closets, and rarely chooses to be near you, that's emotional withdrawal. In secure relationships, cats seek proximity. They may not sit on your lap, but they'll share the same room. They'll nap nearby. They'll observe you. If hiding becomes the primary behavior, something in the environment feels unsafe. Sometimes it's noise. Sometimes it's unpredictable handling. Sometimes it's tension in the household. Cats are sensitive to stress hormones in humans. Yes, even financial stress, health worries, or frustration can change how your cat perceives you. The fifth sign is ignoring your voice completely. Cats who feel bonded respond to familiar voices. They may blink slowly, turn their ears, approach, or vocalize back. If your cat consistently ignores you, no ear movement, no glance, no response, that indicates low engagement. Indoor cats thrive on meaningful interaction. But forced interaction damages trust. Calling your cat repeatedly, clapping loudly, or using a sharp tone can condition avoidance over time. Especially in retirement households, where routines are stable, small daily habits shape long-term emotional security. The sixth sign is litter box behavior changes tied to stress. Now this is important because litter box issues are often misunderstood. If your cat begins urinating outside the box, especially near doors, beds, or personal belongings after negative interactions, this may not be a medical issue. It may be stress marking. Of course, always rule out urinary tract problems with a veterinarian. But once health is cleared, consider emotional factors. Cats sometimes express dissatisfaction through territory signaling. In indoor settings where space is limited, relationship stress can manifest this way. This is where responsible pet ownership and preventive veterinary care intersect with emotional bonding. The seventh sign is lack of slow blinking or head bunting. A cat who trusts you will slow blink, that soft, half-closed eye contact. They'll rub their face against you. That behavior deposits scent and marks you as safe territory. If your cat never does this and avoids eye contact, that's not personality alone. It often indicates guardedness. Cats are not emotionally distant animals. They are selectively affectionate. When affection is absent long-term, the bond needs work. Now let's pause. If you recognized one or two of these signs, don't panic. Relationships evolve. Indoor cats especially depend entirely on you for environmental quality, enrichment, nutrition, and emotional safety. So how do you change this? First, reduce forced handling. Stop picking your cat up unless necessary. Let them initiate contact, sit quietly, allow them to approach. Trust builds through choice, not control. A second, improve environmental enrichment. Indoor cats need vertical space. Cat trees, window perches, quiet resting zones. Environmental stress decreases when cats feel ownership of territory. Many adult households underestimate this, especially when the home is tidy and minimal. Cats require structured stimulation, not just food and water. Third, adjust your tone and pacing. Speak softly. Avoid calling repeatedly. Use predictable routines. Feed at consistent times. Cats thrive on rhythm. Fourth, learn feline body language. Watch ears, watch tail position, notice muscle tension. When you stop petting before irritation begins, your cat learns that you respect boundaries. Respect deepens attachment. Fifth, schedule a wellness check if behavior changed suddenly. Older cats especially can develop thyroid imbalance, arthritis, or sensory decline. Pain often looks like irritability. Responsible medical evaluation protects both health and relationship quality. The sixth, create positive associations. Use high-quality treats strategically. Offer them only during calm bonding moments. Pair your presence with something rewarding. This is behavioral conditioning, gentle and effective. The seventh, practice the slow blink technique. Look at your cat softly, blink slowly, look slightly away. This signals non-threat. Many cats will eventually blink back. Bonding is subtle. It is built in small daily choices. Now here's something important for mature cat parents, especially those over 55. Cats are deeply responsive to emotional climate. If you've recently experienced loss, lifestyle change, retirement adjustment, or health stress, your cat may feel the shift. They don't understand the event. They understand the energy. Calm breathing, predictable routines, gentle interaction, these restore trust. And remember, love in the feline world is not constant cuddling. It is quiet presence, shared space. Mutual respect. Before we close, I want you to reflect honestly. Is your cat distant, or are you unintentionally overwhelming them? Are they cold or simply overstimulated? Sometimes repairing a bond is less about doing more and more about doing less. If this video helped you see your cat's behavior differently, take a moment to support the channel. Your engagement helps us continue creating responsible pet care education focused on indoor cat wellness, behavioral health, and long-term quality of life. And now I want to ask you something important. Which of these signs have you noticed in your home, and what small change are you willing to make starting today? Share your experience in the comments. I read them carefully, because loving a cat is not about assuming affection. It's about earning trust, quietly, consistently, and respectfully. And when that trust returns, the bond becomes stronger than you ever imagined.